The 46,000 square foot Uptown Theatre opened its doors in August 1925 with much fanfare. Dave Sifchak's been coming to the theater since he was a kid. Now he's the building's caretaker.
The idea of the theater was to make the common man feel like a king or a queen, like he was visiting Europe or old Spain, as the design of the building indicates.
The Uptown boasts more than 4,300 seats, gorgeous architectural details everywhere you turn, and not one, but 3 lobbies, including a cavernous showstopper of a main entrance.
And this staircase has been described as one of the grandest staircases ever in a movie palace.
It also had state-of-the-art heating and cooling, a nursery for mothers, a rotating selection of fine art, and beautiful mood lighting.
If you've read about the theater or seen photos of its interior, none of that can quite prepare you for what you see when you step inside.
Robert Loerzel and Andy Pierce's new book, The Uptown, is a treasure trove, tracing the theater's many lives, the history of the neighborhood, and the ongoing preservation and restoration efforts.
These immense spaces have just so many details of architecture and art. Little faces on the columns, sculptures, little flares of architecture. Pretty much every corner of the building has something like that to grab your attention.
Over the years, the Uptown went from a grand movie palace to a concert venue. Longtime concert promoter Jerry Michelson started booking shows there in 1975.
This was the place that everybody wanted to play and will be, again, the place that everybody wants to perform at. And back then it was, Grateful Dead, Prince, Springsteen, a number of times. Just loved it.
But Michelson says he watched as the building's owner at the time let it fall into disrepair. It closed in 1981. Michelson bought it in a foreclosure auction in 2008 and says he's determined to see it reopen. For years, Chicagoans have been working to preserve and restore the city's historic theaters. But the massive scope of the Uptown, not to mention decades-old water damage, means a much bigger price tag, about $190 million, according to Michelson's team.
This has to be a public-private partnership. This theater is an asset to the city of Chicago and, most importantly, Uptown.
COVID scuttled an earlier renovation effort backed by public funding. Michelson's confident he can pull together a mix of public and private support to bring the Uptown back to life.
It's just heartwarming and it's reassuring to see that support. We just have to figure out how to do it.